The upcoming iPhone 17 Air has become a hot topic in the tech world, with its revolutionary design promising to redefine the standards for smartphone aesthetics. At a rumored thickness of just 6 mm or even less, this device could be Apple's thinnest creation yet, pushing the boundaries of what is technically possible. However, such a bold step comes with its own set of compromises and challenges that might leave some questioning whether the trade-offs are worth it. The iPhone 17 Air's ultra-thin profile may force Apple to make significant adjustments to its traditional design choices. One of the most notable sacrifices appears to be the removal of the physical subscriber identity module tray, which will likely be replaced with an embedded subscriber identity module. This technology integrates the subscriber identity module directly into the device's motherboard, doing away with the need for a removable card. While this shift has been embraced in markets like the United States, where embedded subscriber identity module adoption has grown significantly since 2022, it may pose significant obstacles in other regions. China, for instance, has stringent regulations requiring smartphones to use physical subscriber identity modules for registration with a user's real name. Currently, many Chinese carriers do not support embedded subscriber identity module technology, which could limit the device's availability in one of Apple's largest markets. Industry reports suggest that discussions are underway regarding regulatory changes that might allow for the use of embedded subscriber identity modules, but until those changes are confirmed, the iPhone 17 Air's potential in China remains uncertain. Another major shift could be the design's impact on the device's camera system. To achieve such a thin form factor, Apple might be opting for a single rear camera instead of the multiple camera setups users have come to expect in premium smartphones. This change could make the iPhone 17 Air less appealing to consumers who value advanced photography features, especially given its anticipated starting price, which may exceed that of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. However, Apple appears to be targeting a specific audience that prioritizes style and minimalism over a feature-rich experience. The device is expected to position itself as a fashionable accessory, appealing to a niche group willing to trade functionality for aesthetics. One area where the iPhone 17 Air could break new ground is connectivity. Reports indicate that Apple might introduce its first in-house fifth-generation modem chip with this device, marking a significant departure from its reliance on third-party providers like Qualcomm. This custom-designed chip is expected to be smaller and more power-efficient, aligning with the device's compact internal structure. However, the chip reportedly does not support the fastest millimeter wave spectrum, which is capable of delivering extremely high-speed downloads but suffers from limited range. Instead, Apple seems to be focusing on mid-band fifth-generation spectrum, which provides more reliable coverage over longer distances. This pragmatic choice aligns with the needs of most users, who prioritize consistent connectivity over peak speeds. Despite these technological advancements, questions linger about whether the iPhone 17 Air can justify its likely premium price tag. Many potential buyers might find it challenging to accept a device that lacks features traditionally associated with high-end smartphones. The absence of multiple cameras, the removal of the physical subscriber identity module tray, and the focus on mid-band fifth-generation spectrum could leave some consumers feeling that the ultra-thin design does not compensate for these omissions. However, others may view the device as a bold innovation, embracing its unique identity as a sleek and stylish smartphone that stands out in a crowded market. The iPhone 17 Air represents a significant step in Apple's ongoing effort to push the boundaries of design and engineering. Its introduction of new technologies like the embedded subscriber identity module and an in-house fifth-generation modem chip demonstrates Apple's commitment to innovation. Yet, the device also highlights the challenges of balancing cutting-edge aesthetics with practical functionality. Whether the iPhone 17 Air will be remembered as a groundbreaking success or a cautionary tale about prioritizing design over utility remains to be seen. For now, it stands as a testament to Apple's willingness to take risks and redefine what is possible in the world of smartphones. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra is one of the most highly anticipated flagship smartphones of 2025. With its expected release just a few months away, this device promises to refine Samsung's already stellar reputation in the world of premium Android smartphones. In today's video, we'll dive deep into everything we know so far about the Galaxy S25 Ultra, from its release date expectations and price estimates to design changes, hardware upgrades, and much more. So stick around as we explore why this device could be a game changer in the smartphone world. Samsung is expected to unveil the Galaxy S25 Ultra in early 2025, likely in January or February. The company has a consistent track record of launching its flagship series at the beginning of the year, and this trend seems to continue. Rumors suggest that the unpacked event for the Galaxy S25 series could occur on January 22, 2025, which aligns with Samsung's past patterns. This date makes sense as it allows the brand to capitalize on post-holiday enthusiasm while steering clear of the CES 2025 event, which runs from January 7 to 11. If this timeline holds, the device could hit store shelves by the first week of February. However, there's another twist in the story. A rumored new addition, the Galaxy S25 Slim, might join the lineup. This ultra-thin model could either launch alongside the S25 Ultra or arrive later in April or May. Pricing for the Galaxy S25 Ultra is another hot topic. The Galaxy S24 Ultra saw a price hike earlier this year, but will Samsung dare to increase prices again? Reports suggest the 256GB base model of the Galaxy S25 Ultra could start at $1,299 with the 512GB and 1TB options priced at $1,419 and $1,659 respectively. These are the same prices as the current S24 Ultra lineup, but there's a catch. If Samsung faces challenges with its 3M production yields, this could drive up costs, potentially affecting the final price. Fortunately, Samsung typically offers multiple ways to save. Expect trade-in deals and carrier discounts to make upgrading more affordable. For instance, current offers like Verizon's $800 discount with specific plans or Samsung's trade-in credits up to $750 could extend to the S25 Ultra. So if you're planning to upgrade, keep an eye out for these deals. Now let's talk about design. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is rumored to maintain its premium titanium frame, first introduced with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. However, there's a significant tweak: rounded edges. This design shift is expected to give the S25 Ultra a sleeker, more ergonomic feel, reminiscent of the iconic Galaxy Note series. Leaked renders also hint at a rounded back with a straighter front, creating a subtle asymmetry for a fresh look. The dimensions are expected to measure 162.82 x 77.65 x 8.25 millimeters, making it slightly thinner and narrower, but a touch taller than its predecessor. Additionally, the phone will feature Corning's glare-free glass, further enhancing its durability and aesthetics. When it comes to color options, leaks point to 4 stunning shades: titanium black, titanium blue, titanium gray, titanium silver. Each color exudes elegance and continues Samsung's tradition of offering premium finishes. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is likely to retain its 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel, which has become a hallmark of Samsung's flagship series. This display will likely support a 1 to 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, ensuring buttery smooth visuals whether you're gaming or scrolling. One area where we hope to see an improvement is maximum brightness. Samsung could enhance outdoor visibility by boosting the peak brightness beyond the current standards. This would be a welcome upgrade for users who frequently use their phones in bright environments. Cameras are always a highlight of Samsung's Ultra models, and the Galaxy S25 Ultra is no exception. According to trusted leaks, the device will feature a quad-camera setup with the following specifications: 200-megapixel primary sensor, Samsung ISOCELL HP2, 10-megapixel telephoto camera, 3x optical zoom, 50-megapixel periscope telephoto lens, 5x optical zoom, 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, Samsung ISOCELL JN3. While the primary telephoto and periscope lenses appear unchanged from the S24 Ultra, the new 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor promises significant improvements. The addition of this sensor is expected to enhance wide-angle photography and low-light performance. Eye-driven enhancements will also play a crucial role. Samsung has been investing heavily in artificial intelligence for its camera systems, and we anticipate further improvements in image stabilization, portrait modes, and night photography. Under the hood, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is rumored to feature Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, promising lightning-fast performance. This chip will likely be paired with 12 GB of RAM in the base model, with a 16 GB RAM variant also rumored. In terms of storage, the S25 Ultra might debut Samsung's latest UFS 4.0 4-lane storage technology, offering nearly 8 GB/sec speeds, doubling the performance of current UFS 4.0 standards. This upgrade will significantly enhance app loading times, multitasking, and overall efficiency. Battery performance is another crucial factor. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is expected to pack a 5,000 mAh battery similar to its predecessor. While a larger battery isn't likely due to space constraints, Samsung could improve battery optimization for longer usage. Charging speeds, however, remain a question mark. While the device is rumored to stick with 45-watt wired charging, We're hopeful for faster charging technology to compete with other brands offering 100-watt or higher speeds. On the software side, the Galaxy S25 Ultra will likely launch with One UI 7.1 based on Android 15. This iteration of One UI is expected to bring new customization options, improved multitasking features, and tighter Galaxy AI integration. Samsung's focus on privacy and security will also take center stage, ensuring users have greater control over their data. Expect enhancements like better app permissions, on-device AI processing, and secure file sharing. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is shaping up to be an impressive device, combining top-tier hardware, refined design, and cutting-edge software. If you're currently using an older model like the Galaxy S22 or S23, the S25 Ultra could be a worthy upgrade. However, if you already own the S24 Ultra, the differences may not be groundbreaking enough to warrant a switch unless you're drawn to specific features like the new ultra-wide camera or the sleek, rounded design. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra represents the pinnacle of what Samsung aims to achieve in smartphone innovation. With its refined design, improved camera systems, and powerful hardware, this device is set to compete with the best in the industry. Are you excited about the Galaxy S25 Ultra? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest smartphones. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.